Hi, welcome to Jovie's home. I post new videos on Tuesdays and sometimes on Thursdays. Today, I wanted to share with you guys a really wonderful place that exists in the Netherlands. It is super family friendly. I think kids from 1 to 100 will like this. And that is the Spoorweg Museum. So why don't you come on in? Let's go explore and stay a while. I'm really glad you're here. Before we get into the video today, I would like to share with you our Dutch word of the day, and that is going to be spoorweg. And spoorweg means railway. So that's a fun word to say. Say it with me. Spoorweg. Yeah? All right. With that being said, I wanted to talk to you guys today about our family visit to the Spoorweg Museum. We went on the 26th of December. And you will see it is still decorated a little bit for Christmas and things like that. There were a few special Christmassy activities that I will mention in the video, but I still really wanted to share it with you guys. It was not my first time going. We went 2 years ago with just our son, and then this year we also took our daughter, and we went with our kind of extended family. So we all loved it, and I thought you would too. So let's look at it. Let's share it, yeah? Come on, let's go. So the Railway Museum, or the Spoorweg Museum, was established in 1927 in Utrecht. It eventually was moved to like an old abandoned station called the Malibaan station. Malibaan. It was moved to the Malibaan station in the 1950s, and that is where the collection is housed now. One really cool thing about having the Spoorweg Museum where it is located at the Malibaan station, even though that's not really a working station anymore in general, you can take a train from Utrecht Centraal to the Spoorweg Museum. So you would travel by train to the train museum. And that's actually really a cool experience. We haven't had it yet, but it is definitely on our to-do list. As soon as Luna is a little bit older, that's going to be a trip that we do. But it's really cool. You arrive to this like old station, and it is so beautiful. It is preserved, and it's been renovated to really look like an old-timey train station where you had, different waiting rooms for different classes, and you buy your ticket from a really old nostalgic ticket counter, and then right near those tickets there is like a wall of also old-timey suitcases. Now those suitcases are so cool. There are some that you can go to and they have like little holes, and you can look in and they depict little pictures or like little stories, kind of like little videos inside of a suitcase. So once you've bought your tickets and you've looked at those beautiful suitcases, you kind of walk outside, and then you walk through the Malibaan station along a platform all the way to the museum building. Along the platform as you walk, there is a parked train that is going to show you trains through time and how different carriages looked in different eras. You can walk into the train, and then you can just kind of look through the compartments. It's actually really beautiful. They are through like a plasticky glass. You cannot actually go in and touch stuff, but it's really nice to walk through and you can see everything. Once you walk into the actual museum building itself, in the central hall, you will see the most important trains from Dutch history. From the very old steam locomotives and wooden carriages all the way to modern electric trains. Throughout the museum, you can see and experience how the train has evolved through the years. You can discover what it was like to stand on the wheel of a steam locomotive, or you can experience how hard those men used to work. You can listen to stories of travelers and take the role of the conductor by recording a broadcast message to yourself. So there's all kinds of different things that you can do as you walk around. It's not just like your typical museum where you're just like looking at stuff. Now, I mentioned that this is also a really interesting place for little kids. Well, our daughter is 2, And when my son went, he was 3 the first time, and both of them had a blast. Let's talk about what there is for the really, really little people in your party. For the littles, there is something called the kids train. Now, the kids train is so cute. It's a little miniature version of a train, and it goes along a track, and only children are allowed. You can't go with them. Little kids go in, and there's just one conductor that's there, and all the parents have to wait on the platform. Also, as you're waiting in line, there's also a really cool playground there that the children can play. Maybe the parents wait in line and the kids can play in the playground. So it's very convenient to stay there, and then the kids love it. They're so excited when they get to go on that by themselves. It's super fun. Now that I just mentioned it, I do want to say, while I was in line with my kids, while we were waiting to go on that ride, one of our viewers was there, and I heard Jovie, and it was really cool. Cor, hello. It was nice to meet you and your family. I just wanted to say hi, and it meant a lot to me to meet you and chat with you, so hello. One really cool thing that you can also do at the train museum is you can take an audio tour. But the audio tour, it just takes you back in time. Basically, you enter, you go underneath the museum, and you enter a new world. So basically, you put in your little headphones. There are a variety of different languages that you can listen to it in, and you just walk through different rooms that are also interactive. You can see things, you can touch things. You can get on and off the different trains, but it's so, so beautiful. You really feel transported back in time when you are in that part of the museum. Once you've done all that, you might be a little bit hungry. Yes, there is lots to eat also there. It's got a kind of a buffet style cafeteria where you can have a sandwich, some soup, you can order something warm, fries, of course. It wouldn't be a Dutch place without fries. But yeah, you can have a little break, have a little rest. There's also kind of a kids corner right there so that the kids can run around and play while the parents finish eating or while they're waiting, for the food to come. So perfect. It's been really thought out very, very well. Once you've had all of your delicious lunch or snacks or whatever you're going to eat, then you can also walk through and look at different model trains that are also showing you the history of the trains as they've evolved. In addition to the model trains, you'll see hundreds of museum objects. There are signal devices, ticket machines, and even a toilet from the royal train of Queen Emma. So, of course, there's so much to see and so many things to do. I've saved my favorite for last, though. And my favorite thing is called Vuurproof or Fireproof. And that is a ride similar to something that I've experienced in the past in Disney. Basically, you go in and you get a little bit of a history about the trains and stuff. It's an immersive experience as well. So you hear about the trains, you see how locomotives work and steam engine and all this stuff. You learn about it, and then everybody that's going on the ride has a job. So you have a driver, you have a fireman, you have a brakeman. Everybody is assigned, a special role. Then you sit down in your engine, in your train, and you go on a wild ride, man. You really do. I remember thinking, ooh, it was so exciting, you're gonna see some film of it now. It's hard to explain, but basically you are driving your train and you're working as a team, and everybody is there, and something happens and you really go on a fun wild ride, on an adventure that is really excellent. So, and then when you come back, you feel like you've been somewhere. So it was actually so much fun. I loved that my son was able to do it again this year, but this year he really understood it. When he did it when he was 3, he was like, whoa, and now he did it when he was 5, and it was so different. I loved listening to him and his reaction to everything that was going on and all the adults that were there as well in our train with us. I think that was the most magical part. So if you do go, try to get in on a train that has a kid in it, because their reactions make it so much more magical than it already is for everybody on board. You guys, if you are interested in going to the train museum, they have very kindly gifted us with 2 tickets to give away to you. So if you would like to be entered for 2 tickets to the train museum, then why don't you go ahead and let me know what is your favorite museum in the Netherlands and why. Maybe I check it out. So leave a comment below and I will use a random comment picker to choose a winner. You guys, thank you so much for coming over and thank you for watching. I would love to know if you've been to the museum. What have you thought of it? Is it on your list of to-dos? Really, really recommend it. I think you will all have a great time if you go. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Click the subscribe button if you haven't already. Let's do the Dutch word of the day just one more time. Spoorweg. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.